my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
It's week 15 of the...
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Here's Ryan. That going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still need a little bit more. Third down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Here's Hardman to return. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league. And this one is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Mariota now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Vikings at 0-13 here on the year. And December is here, so will that elusive first win be under the tree this month?
Yeah, they sure would love to unwrap that package and have it be a win. I mean, let's face it, that's all everyone is desperate for, the only present that they really want. Second part, though, you want to ensure you got a chance to make the roster next year. You're being evaluated in a big way. And let's face it, a lot of changes will probably occur between now and next September.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action now. Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Hardman on the return. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. No score after 1 on EA. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got... broke down the defender. Made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Ryan to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw Mariota. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Intended for the on 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful athlete.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. That's going to be caught by Alley-Cox. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch. I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sky Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we come to... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play fake, Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. 111 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go on fourth down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Mariota. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 4th down, Mariota. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense... There he goes, right side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the ones leaders dream about. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And out now come the Vikings. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Mariota on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Running left, Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? You know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Second down, another run with Taylor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
The 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Mariota. That is caught by Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Indianapolis.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Ryan. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Dobbins again on second down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error